Maoli Shani Wansei, welcome back or welcome to my channel if it's your first time here. My name is Tembi and today I'm going to be bringing you the last video of 2025. So we are currently in the festive season. Christmas has come to an end and now we're heading towards the new year, and I had to take a break because Christmas was crazy. Life be crazy sometimes. But I'm back with the final video, and what better way to end this year than by giving you some interior design trends for 2026. And this is according to House Beautiful, and so I think that this is a video that you're going to enjoy and will at least help you prepare for the upcoming year. So the focus of this collection or selection of trends is based off of vintage furniture, and this is why I decided to go with this selection, because I absolutely love vintage furniture, and I really do think that moving forward into the future, incorporating vintage furniture is going to become a lifestyle for most people. I don't think that this trend is ever going to go anywhere, and I really don't think that I consider it as a trend anymore. But anyway, with that being said, for trend number one, we are looking at collections. So having collections is all about curating your home. So if you happen to be a collector of items such as vases, for instance, or you collect artwork, or you collect figurines, or any type of novelty pieces, then you're definitely going to love this one, because this is all about bringing in your own personality into your space. We are done with cookie cutter homes that are cataloged or that are pulled right out of the catalog. And this time we are looking at tons of personality. We want to personalize our spaces, and I think that this is a great direction for everybody to go, because it's about time that we started decorating our homes based on how we feel personally and based on what we actually like as individuals. So I think that this is absolutely fantastic. I'm all for this trend, and I hope that this doesn't go away anytime soon or ever, if anything. Which brings us to the second trend. We are looking at decorative mounts. So this could either be artwork, and that is something that I think is timeless anyway. Adding artwork to your spaces just brings in a lot more personality and even makes your homes feel a lot more curated. So I think that that is absolutely fantastic. But you can also go a little bit further by incorporating some vintage sconces, or you could have some figurines that you can mount up on the wall. So anything that is quite interesting as a decor piece would look amazing if it's mounted. Some people are incorporating masks into their spaces. This is something that the eastern part of the world does very beautifully. I personally love African masks, and so if you can get your hands on something that is quite traditional bohemian, I think that that would definitely bring a lot of interest to your spaces in 2026. And now the third trend that I wanted to share with you are lived-in rooms. This one I think is really important as well, because of the direction that the world is going in. I think since 2020, we as a global unit, if I can say that, are looking for spaces that we can enjoy and really decorate in a way that is lived in, especially because now people work from home a lot more often. And not even just because of that, there is a sense of coziness and comfort that comes with having a lived-in space. Even though I like really luxurious spaces and I like to over decorate in a sense, I still want our space to feel really welcoming and cozy, and I don't want our kids to feel like everything in our space is too precious. And I think this is where this trend really comes in. It's an amazing way for you to be able to bring in that coziness and comfort without going overboard with furniture pieces or decor pieces that either look too sterile, like you're in a museum, or they look too precious. And I absolutely love that. So we are incorporating throw blankets, we're incorporating mismatched. Well, let me not just say mismatched, because I'm not all for just throwing stuff together. But eclecticism or eclectic design is a design that I think is going to start taking over moving forward, and I absolutely love it because I'm all about eclecticism myself. So that is the third trend. The fourth one, we are looking at the color of the decade, and the color of the decade is warm white. Now, some of you might be going crazy because you're probably done with white spaces, and I completely agree. I personally would like to move away from just having white spaces throughout the house or our apartment. I would prefer to have a lot more color infused. So I'm not too excited about this one, but I get why it is the color of the decade, because it is timeless. Warm white is a very timeless color. And at the same time, it gives you a really beautiful blank slate to be able to build the foundation off of. So I get it. But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that we should just be limited to warm white, because it can come off quite sterile if you don't infuse beautiful pieces of furniture or artwork or wall mounts and the like. So I don't know about this one, but I'm sharing it with you either way. The fifth one are antiques forever, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Antiques and vintage pieces are now part of most people's lifestyles, and the reason is because they just infuse tons of character into your space, and they bring in that unique flair as well. So if you have antique furniture, then you are winning at this point, be it armoires, or you have cabinetry, or if you have dressers or beds. Like myself, I think this is mid-century modern. You are absolutely winning. And so keep your antiques, because everybody wants them in 2026. And you're good to go. The next one is hacked lighting. Now, for hacked lighting, we are talking about sockets. Let's say if you have wallpaper on your walls, you are also going to be adding the same type of wallpaper to conceal your switches. And I think that that is absolutely fantastic. So it's more of a hack. It's more of a decor or design hack. And it really does elevate your space, and it makes it feel a lot more curated and a lot more customized. So I think that this is going to be a really good trend moving forward. We don't want all of these crazy light switches showing, or just the little, what would I call them? The necessities of the home. Like sockets and switches, we don't want them to be showing in 2026. We want everything to look quite designed, but to still serve the same purpose. So I think that this is an amazing trend. The next trend that we're looking at, which I'm kind of excited about, are loud rugs. So tons of pattern as well as colors. So we're looking at really bold patterns and bold colors. And I think that we're going to see a lot more blue in 2026. So if you'd like to incorporate something blue, I think a rug would be a great way for you to go, because not only is it going to ground the space, but it's not going to be too provocative, in my opinion, versus adding something like blue furniture, because you might get, unless you just love the color blue itself, then you can do that. But I think a rug is a great way for you to probably infuse blues into your space, and to also bring out your personality. And so we're going to be seeing a lot of loud rugs all over, and I would definitely go the vintage route, because I think that, or the natural route, so you do have that option as well, because we all can't get our hands on vintage rugs, but I think the Turkish rugs are a great way to incorporate this trend into your space. Moving on to trend number 8, we are looking at extra large sofas. And this is because more people want to feel comfortable in their spaces, and these definitely have a place in my heart. One of the more beautiful extra large sofas that I saw on AD is, what's her name? I always forget her name. Please forgive me, but she's one of the Kardashians, and she has this upholstered extra large deep sofa in this kind of grandma chic fabric, and it's so gorgeous to me. I think that is so cozy, but at the same time it gives it more of that country feel, but it's also quite sophisticated at the same time. So that is probably the type of sofa I would go for if I could afford it. But if anything, you can always find modular sofas at different design stores such as CB2 and the like, and even on Facebook Marketplace. Personally, I think I would incorporate something that big in a movie room, for instance, or a library. I think that would be an amazing way for you to be able to bring people together, like a game room, something that just allows you to interact with other people, to host other people. But for the living room, I'd like to keep it a little bit more simple personally, but that is that. Now let's move on to trend number 9. We are looking at tonal decorating. And I think that this one is pretty cool, especially if you're more of a minimalist. This will be a great way for you to be able to include different tones into your space that are very similar, that are under the same color palette or in the same color palette. And you can literally go for any type of coloring, and I think it'll look absolutely amazing. I would definitely love to break this trend down a little bit more in its own video, and I'll show you tons of examples on how you can decorate or bring this trend to life in your spaces if you're interested. So stay tuned for that in 2026. But I'm loving the tones and tones, so if you would like something that is more on the lighter side and maybe on the warmer side, you could incorporate beiges with taupes and maybe even creams, and that will really help to bring out your space a little bit more. And for the final trend, we are looking at the Murano effect. Now this is called Murano glass, and it has become really popular because it gives off that vintage flair, vintage vibe. I do remember seeing a chandelier. We had a similar chandelier like this and now in my childhood home. Unfortunately, my parents got rid of it, so I'm mad at you, Mom and Dad, for getting rid of this, because I would have loved to just get that chandelier and bring it into our space. But this is quite sculpted, and then it also has some slight curvation to it, so it's quite curvaceous in a sense, and I absolutely love that. I think that it is coming from the scalloping trend, but now they're incorporating it into things like lighting, or you can have it, probably see it in vases and the like. And I think that this is a really beautiful and easy way for you to bring in a lot more of that intricacy into your space. If you'd like to go a little bit more in the intricate route, then this is a great trend for you to be able to accomplish that. But that is everything that I wanted to share with you in today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you so much for all your support. We literally started this channel, or I started uploading on this channel early November, and I think there's 60 of you or 61 of you who have joined our community, and so I'm so grateful for all your support, and I hope that you have an amazing New Year's and that your 2026 is fruitful and just brings you so much fulfillment and fruition and abundance and joy and a lot of growth as well. So that is that. Thanks again. Please make sure you like this video and also subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I hope to see you all beautiful people in 2026. Bye everyone.